Hello, hello. Y'all, I done set my vape down. I'm sorry. I don't have my life together today. When do I ever lock the door and kick the shoes off, okay? We're going to have some fun. It's Thursday. We all stressed out. I am. I'm always stressed out. I mean, given the circumstances, I think that that's pretty understandable, right? Coffee. Swear to God, this chair is going to drive me insane. I put one of those Rise electrolyte drink mixes with lemon. I mixed it with lemon. It's really good. Stay. Happy Thursday, y'all. I've got to go get groceries later. So I want to actually put on some makeup because I haven't worn makeup and I never get to wear it. Like, not, like, we might put on some eyebrows and some mascara, but that's like it. We don't really like do a whole face of makeup. So I want to do my makeup because I haven't been able to do it in forever. And it's kind of sad. It's really sad, actually. To have this and never be able to use it, it sucks. It's usually in storage. Where is the headphones? Yeah, it's usually in storage. This chair. I wonder if I should do like, I wonder if I have any kind of face stuff in there. I don't know what I have in there. I'm wondering if I have like any kind of face serums or stuff, you know? This was in my book bag, so I grabbed it out so I could do my eyebrows. Imagine toting this around every day. This thing weighs like 10, 15 pounds, at least 10 pounds. Y'all, I will never buy headphones from Dollar General again. So y'all know that I bought the first pair, right? Okay. Well, I bought this pair and like the problem is that they're big. If you got huge, ginormous ears, these will be great for you. If you have a problem finding headphones that are big enough for your ears, try Dollar General. Because these are so big, they literally don't fit in my ear. This is the same problem I had with the other ones. And these are supposed to like wrap around your ear. It don't help. It don't help at all. I mean, for $11, I guess they're not bad, but like, this is the second pair, and this pair doesn't fit, just like the last ones didn't. 11 bucks, whatever, you know? Hopefully they'll last a few months. Hopefully. Hopefully. See, I can't even get it to stay in my ear. Seriously, it's that bad. Look, it's literally... It makes me so frustrated when they sell products and like they don't work immediately. And like, I'm not taking them back. I don't even know where the receipt is. I don't want to be a Karen. You know, I'm the same way with online shopping. That's why I don't online shop. Because if I order something and it doesn't fit, I'm not sending it back. I done created a problem. I'm mad at myself. You know what I mean? Good morning. Good afternoon. Oh, yeah. Good morning. Maybe. Oh, God. Is this what we're doing? I think not. So for those that don't know, let me start off. Hi, I'm Brooke, and I am actually homeless. I actually live on the streets. I've been bullied on my own platform for over 2 years. Please ignore the trolls that have caused me to lose everything from my job. I had to drop out of school. I lost my vehicle, all because of people on the internet. So please ignore the stupidity and let me continue on with my job. It really bothers people that I don't get on here and cry about being homeless every day. But if I did that, they would say that I was some internet beggar. But I come to this platform every day with good content, stuff to talk about. And it's really crazy how often I bust my ass while other people are over here trying to bust me down. It's crazy. Not today, Satan. Good morning, Wayne. Lizzie. Morning. Yeah, I got up super early. Always do. That's what working people do. It's really crazy, y'all. It's like, how long do you think that this is going to continue? Absolutely not. Yeah, and oh God, so people are losing their minds over that short that I posted with the girl, the white lady that called the little boy that was stealing, the thief, the child that was a thief, that wasn't being raised right, that had no morals or values, that was out in the streets stealing. That little boy, the N-word, remember? People are losing their minds. And I'm going to leave it up because, it really, I want my followers to see how degenerate society is becoming. People are focused on her rights more than they're focused on what's right and what's wrong. It's crazy. Yes, her rights override your feelings. It's just the way that it is. Is that going to stay there? People are losing it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Yeah, that dipshit said that he rolled over on a baby and Emmanuel, he said that he rolled over on the baby and killed it. Who believes that? He'd already incapacitated one child before, so yeah. And she gonna stand by her man. I mean, how he's done damn turned and admitted that he killed the baby, and she's still standing there sticking to her story. She's in jail, the mama and him, both of them in jail, rightfully so. I hope they stay there. She's an idiot. God, it's like Jennifer Soto. Like, what is wrong with these women? Look at Jennifer Soto and then look at baby Emmanuel's mother. Look at how slow and kind of off they are. It's like the lights are on, but nobody's home. Look at their demeanor. They're very similar. Very similar. Like, it's crazy that you would just, I don't know, man. They're not right. Some of these women, I don't think that they're actually intelligent enough to be having children and dating people. Seriously. Like, we're talking borderline mentally challenged. It's that bad. That's crazy. Yeah, Jennifer Soto. She's the mama that sent her boyfriend to go sleep with her 13-year-old daughter, and her 13-year-old daughter was found dead in a field. And then she reports her daughter missing like nothing's happened. And it was the boyfriend the whole time. Of course it was, Steven Stearns. He had been abusing this child, Maddie Soto, for years. There was physical proof of this, photos, videos. They do believe that he was dosing this child with either a sleeping medication or some sort of other drugs, and then abusing her and then filming it. How does that happen in your home as a mother and you don't know that's going down? Especially when you're the one that sent your child to go sleep upstairs with your boyfriend. Who does that? That in itself goes to show that either A, she's complicit in allowing this man to abuse her daughter, or B, she is so incredibly dumb, she does not realize it is wrong. There's no in between. I honestly think that these women are so slow. They cannot pick up on the signs of abuse. They do not understand what's going on under their own roof. They are comfortable with things that are not normal. Like, there's no boundaries in the home when it comes to these secondary fathers or fathers having weird relationships with their daughters and sons. I really think that it's a lack of intelligence. They have to be so unwell that they do not see what is before their eyes. And why would you send your baby girl, your teenager, to go sleep in the bed with your boyfriend? And they never even locked her up, y'all. She's still walking free, still chasing her mental health drugs down the street. Seriously, that's all she cared about. When they told her daughter had died, the first thing out of her mouth is, well, can I go get my mental health meds from my house? We really need to start cracking more into Big Farm, because that's come up a lot today. I mean, it makes me sick how people can't understand that these mental health drugs are not only, they're harming people in more than one ways. I think also after they're on these meds for so long, they actually start to become slightly mentally challenged in a sense. Hear me out, after they have been subjected to, let's say, 20, 30 years of different mental health drugs, that's going to take a toll, especially when they're taking 5, 6 different pills at a time. I've seen people go from normal to mentally challenged, seriously. And, people like Jennifer Soto, who was on, what wasn't she on? She's on all kinds of mental health meds. Not only was she on mental health meds, everybody in the damn house was on mental health meds. Everybody, from the boyfriend to the daughter to the mother. But get this, they were all off their mental health meds here and there. Imagine the toxicity in the environment that this child Maddie Soto, was growing up in. The uncertainty, the instability, feeling sick all the time, getting drugged by your mother's boyfriend and then molested and raped. I mean, it's crazy. And, a lot of that stems from the mental health drugs themselves. It creates the environment, a lot of these problems. It's crazy. It makes me sick. Yeah, Jennifer Soto should be behind bars. You want to lock someone up for child abuse? Yeah, that's a child abuser right there. At the very least, she created the environment that led to Maddie's death. Neglect, at the very least. Involuntary manslaughter. It's crazy that this woman sent her 13-year-old developing daughter to go sleep with her 38-year-old boyfriend. It's sick. In my opinion, she knew. She knew, in my opinion. Just like the grandma over here of the 11-year-old baby girl that was found out to be pregnant and she gave birth at home. The grandma tried to go, I talked about that earlier. The grandma tried to get on the news and say, oh, we didn't know, nobody knew. Well, if that's the case, then you have the IQ of like 42, ma'am. That means you should have never been out here breeding. Like, seriously. That explains why your daughter didn't know. Like, it's crazy. Who was the mother of the 11-year-old? They knew. They all knew. They were all facilitating this. Telling on it would have blown the whole family up into shambles. And that's why they freaking hide it. And the home being torn apart, it's fear of shame, fear of their reputation, I guess, being tainted by him being known as a child abuser. I mean, this is an 11-year-old child that would have weighed somewhere between 70 and 100 pounds. Prosecutors are saying that she was extremely thin. So they keep talking about that too, as to relate to the public that there was no way for these people not to know that this child was pregnant. I don't know what color I am, but we're going to throw this on. We just going to do what we always do. I don't ever have a plan. I don't ever have a plan. I think you're projecting, sweetie. Thank you. That's probably good, Luna Star. Miss GT. Yeah, so, that's exactly the vibe I got from the grandmother. Was like, she was embarrassed about being even asked how she didn't know that her 11-year-old granddaughter was pregnant. And she's like, we didn't know. And, People like that piss me off. I'm so glad that my grandmother was the complete opposite. As soon as I told her something happened to me, she went running straight to the police department. She did not play that at all. I am grateful for that. My family was fiercely loyal, you know, like when they were alive. Like my mother was allowed to beat on me, but you ain't allowed to beat on me. You know what I mean? Anybody else's family like that? Anybody else's family like that where your mother would beat on you, or like your sibling would talk trash to you, but no one else was allowed to talk trash to you? I need a clip. Yeah. My family was fierce. See, look at this. My family was fiercely loyal. It's not really like that anymore. It really sucks, actually. I wish that more people were more loyal to each other, you know, because we're supposed to be. That's actually the whole purpose. Kind of sucks that people have lost that. This thing does not work at all. Hey, Alan. Yeah. My mama, she, y'all, I need a sponge, or I might have to go in with my hands. This headphone is driving me crazy, and I want to listen to music and chill, and I can't. Let me put this down here. I ain't got my life together today. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to raw dog this with my fingers. There's a sponge. Can't never find a sponge. Yeah, nobody's loyal anymore. Y'all, I've already been singing Christmas songs because it's getting cold. It's cold outside. When I was sitting out there eating trash can nachos, it freaking was cold. Put on a sweater. It's sweater weather already in the South. And what is this? Is this like the central north? I don't understand. Is this I'm not the Northeast. The Northeast would be like New York, right? So what is North Carolina? Is that the Southeast? But no, the Southeast would be Florida. We're in the central, so what is it? Yeah, no raining this week, hopefully. Why is this thing working? Come on. Thank God. If it rained this week, it might actually freeze and turn into darn snowflakes. It's cold. I guess because I'm still sunburnt from last week. And then I just got used to it getting hot as heck, and now it's done cooled off. You know? It's like, wait a second. I was just getting ready for the ass end of August when it's usually like so hot. It's a sauna. And it's also like the start of hurricane season, right? So yeah, it's like a sauna because everything's wet and it's stifling out there. But no, we're in full November weather here. Seriously, what? I'm not joking. Oh my God, I'm getting foundation everywhere. Help! Send help. Listen, we watch and we don't judge. 72 degrees out there. It's cold. I need leggings, socks. I need, look, where are the Uggs? I need the fur, the boots with the fur. 72. That's cold to me. I'm sorry. Like, and the wind's blowing and there's an overcast. Mm-mm. Hand me a warm cup of coffee. Stick me a marshmallow on a stick. Start a fire. I am ready. Central Northeast. Thank you, Miss GT. Solving the world's problems over here for me. Thank you. I'm an idiot. I knew it had to be something different because Northeast, I'm not in the North and I'm not in the South. We in the Central. Yeah. North Carolina is its own animal. It so is. Dude, do you remember like 2 Christmases ago, it was like 89 degrees outside? For those, well, here in North Carolina, most of North Carolina gets 4 seasons, and they're pretty significant. You can notice the weather change. So it'll actually ice here and freeze. We'll get snow. Um, we used to get it a lot more back in the 90s and early 2000s. It barely even snows here anymore. That kind of sucks. Global warming. I really do think that's a real thing. And it's definitely getting hotter. You can't deny that. So let's see here. Billy Idol. 69. Girl, you better wear a sweater. That'll be fun. I bet that'll be a lot of fun. Hell yeah, stay safe and definitely take you a sweater, girl, because that's chilly for me. I don't know about y'all. 69 with the sun down. I need a coat. Sorry. Yeah, for real. It was 100 last week. Now it's 65 and raining. Oh, you got a bunny? I want to pet your bunny. Can I pet that dog? Virginia. Hello, Laura. Virginia. Yeah, definitely take you a sweater. I bet they'll be selling coffee and everything too. Is it outdoors or is it? Are you going inside the concert? Is it like the PNC? There's a place in Charlotte that's outside, and then a few in Raleigh. I don't like to go out no more, y'all. I really don't. I really don't. And I don't get a lot of free time, but when I do have free time, I just want to watch something. Like I just want to watch a movie or bake something or try a new recipe. Like, yeah. I'm actually terrified to go to concerts and stuff with my PTSD. I don't like to be around people in general. Y'all see that? I need more of this. I want to do a full face. I'm sorry, I'm not worth a damn. Can you even see me? Let me scoot this raggedy, quackety chair up. Please don't do retracted messages. If you got something to say it to my face, please. God, I mean, y'all, these children. Somebody come get 'em. She's singing like a killer. So this is just Elf Glow. Oh my God, I ain't done a full face of makeup in forever. My skin is red. I'm sunburnt. It's crazy. That's what happens when you're out there in that crap all the time. I am glad to come in here and try to take a break, you know? You know what I need? Some water. Oh, God. You know what? I bet that lemon is what's making my lips feel like that. I bet that's exactly what it is. God, y'all hear this loud ass trailer? I mean, God. Bro. I think that lemonade, like I put like a lot of lemon in there. I think it's done damn ate the skin off my lips, y'all. I think it was way too much lemon. My lips are so dry right now. I wish I had that light. What if it ain't the right color and then I roll up into the Dollar General looking crazy? Because that's where I gotta go. I gotta go to the Dollar General. I need stuff. Food specifically. Gotta eat. Gotta eat. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Hey, my Oz. It wasn't bad. Yeah, it was so funny because I was looking for the tortilla chips. I couldn't remember the name. So I said something about tortillas, and I was like, that's not tortillas because it's chips. You know, tortillas look, it's a tortilla. And I'm like, that's not tortillas because it's chips. And I couldn't think of the damn name of the chips, and it's tortilla chips. It was another potato moment. Yeah, they weren't bad. I wish that they were damn. I had more cheese on them, but it's okay. They were still good. And the sour cream, you couldn't really see some of the toppings. I don't know how some of those food creators make stuff look so good because when I try to, it doesn't come out the same. My stuff looks like the trash can threw it up. So, I mean, trash can nachos. Yeah, I don't know how that they do some fancy stuff with like food dyes and like gelatins and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, just like commercials, you know? Yeah. Hello, Colleen. Bart, hello. Good afternoon. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows, I guess. Or should I do my face? I'm trying to debate how heavy I want to go. Let's go heavy. I'm gonna use this CoverGirl. I gotta take it easy on my hand. I ain't even joking. Like it's starting to hurt up my wrist and my elbow. I think it's just because I play too much. It's my own fault. It's not the first time I've injured my strong hand. Take my strong hand. Scary movie. Y'all remember that? I'm gonna contour with this. See if it works. I think it's a little too dark. I actually like this CoverGirl stuff. I do. Oh, that worked out perfect. Down my nose. Listen, it's better than my finger. I actually prefer my fingers, but I don't have any baby wipes. All I have is the Lysol wipes, and I don't want to put that Lysol stuff on my face, so. I remember when I first got clean back in like 2021, I started getting those Ipsy bags when I moved to Charlotte. I got the box and the bag. And that's when I really got into makeup. And I haven't worn it in years, really. Like, I don't wear it like I used to, you know? Like, we go through phases. I don't notice a difference. I mean, a little bit. You can kind of see where it's snatched. Honestly, I've just been in like this clean girl era. Well, I work out all the time. So, like, that stuff will break your face out. I think you should always feel comfortable in your own skin. You shouldn't have to wear makeup to feel, you know, good about yourself. It's important to just appreciate yourself the way that you are, the way that God made you. Those little imperfections that you can see on your skin or your teeth or your body, that's what makes us individuals. That's what makes us so special. Our differences are what make us unique. That stuff is starting to disappear from society, you know. Young girls are getting plastic surgery at a faster and faster rate. And they look older. Y'all know Bonnie Blue ain't but like 25. She looks how does she look older than me? I'm 37 and she looks older than me. How is that possible? That's wild. Stop messing with your face, please. Some of my favorite like commentary, like people that give commentary on YouTube, they also do a bunch of plastic surgery. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, slow down. You're only 22. What are you doing? You done had 2 nose jobs, shit, an eyebrow lift. Like, it looks crazy. It looks crazy. Hell no. That's been 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago. No, it's funny though, because like, I mean, even like Kylie Jenner, there was some pictures that were released that were looked a little unwell. You know, women, when we age, we start to lose fat from our faces. And so that's what, I mean, her face started to like sink in. I don't know if she had like let some fillers or Botox dissolve. I don't know what the story was. Maybe it was just bad lighting. Maybe she was sick for a while and lost some weight and just looked unwell. I don't know. But I do think that the reason it looked so bad, whatever the reason, was because she'd been messing with her damn face way too young. Cosmetic surgery is those procedures, Botox, fillers, those procedures were not made for 20-year-old girls. Those procedures were made for 40-year-old women. We don't even need to start stuff like that until we see wrinkles like this. That's when we start those cosmetic procedures. You know, they don't have these smile lines when they're 20, 19 years old, you know? But the reason that they're doing this and they're having surgeries and they're messing with everything, and it's causing them to look older, in my opinion, a lot of them, not everyone, but a lot of them. It's like they're overdoing it, and that's what makes them look older, in my opinion. But this is coming from them being raised on cell phones. You got to think this generation grew up with 20 seasons, okay, over 20 years of the Kardashians on television. I blame society, man. And you know, I had no part in it whatsoever. But I'm not the one that should be around children though. You know, little girls out here, they can't wait to turn 18 to open up OnlyFans and get cosmetic surgery done. Absolutely not. Not on this channel. Not on this channel. Absolutely not. Speaking of which, did I tell y'all yesterday that they're like going back to work? They are. OnlyFans models got to go back to a 9 to 5. And now they're crying because they can't find no work because the job market's trash. You know how it's been. You know how it was for me for 2 years. I couldn't find a damn job to save my life. So, yeah. 80s babies do seem to be aging the best. You know who recently had a really nice, like, facelift? Lindsay Lohan. Have y'all seen her? She's on the new Verizon commercials. So, for those that don't know, Lindsay had a bad spot back in the early 2000s. She was hanging out with Paris and Brittany, and they were all friends, and it was quite cute, actually, at the time, and I was actually doing the same thing. I had my own little clique of Paris and Lindsay as well, okay? I did. That's just how it was. There was always little cliques of us running around in groups of 3 to 5, going out the clubs with our bumps and our pumps and yeah, so Lindsay went through a rough spot, Lindsay Lohan. And she got into drug use and drinking and partying, and she kind of let herself go for a little while. And then she got missing. We didn't see her. The last time I saw Lindsay Lohan, she was getting punched in the face by a refugee in like Paris somewhere. I'm sorry. Let me just tell you that might have been the catalyst for the new Lindsay. I'm telling y'all. There's something about getting punched in the face that changes people. Lindsay is living proof of that. Yes. So she was like in Paris or somewhere. I don't know where. It was another country. And it might have been Dubai. It might have been Dubai because she moved to Dubai for a little while, right? And there was a woman on the ground with a child, and she looked homeless, and Lindsay was like, "Let me help you." And she tried to grab this woman's child, and this woman reached out and touched her with the hand of God, and Lindsay assaulted or something. And all of this is on camera. So after that, Lindsay went missing. It never dawned on me that maybe that was a pivotal crossroad in Lindsay's life. You know, I'm telling you, them throat punches, man, them face. Yeah, and then the next thing you know, Lindsay shows back up on the scene, and Lindsay looks like a damn 20-year-old supermodel. She looks better than she's ever looked. She looks better now than she looked in her damn 20s. By far. She just looks fresh, clean, healthy, revived. She looks better now than she did when she did Freaky Friday. She looks better now, the original, because you know they got the second one coming out. Who agrees with me on that? I think she looks better now than she even did in her 20s. Like, she is thriving. She is glowing. Good for her. There's rumors that she might have had a facelift and she's got a special doctor, and good for her. What, you know? She was a child star. She's probably been through things that we have no idea. I'm just here to tell you that a lot of people that get into drugs and alcohol, they do that because of trauma. These children like Brittany, Lindsay, Paris, that was out here partying in their early 20s, they weren't really in control, man. I mean, you know, this is what, that's the way that Hollywood was gearing them towards. You know, that's the path that Hollywood was sending them down. Drugs, alcohol, sex. You know, that's just the way that it was. And it's kind of unfair that these children get wrapped up in that and they don't really know better. They're children. Why is people name dropping? Y'all better be careful with the name dropping, because I don't even check who these people are. I just start blocking people. Jesus Christ. I mean, I really worry sometimes about society. I really worry. Why is it nobody can talk? Like, what is going on? I see why everybody ignores the chat now. Yeah, most commentators, they ignore the chat completely. They don't even talk to people. They just like, they come in, they do their news segments, and out the door. I don't know what's going on these days. Yeah, so Lindsay looks good. She's got a whole bunch of contracts, Verizon. I've seen her on a bunch of commercials. And then she's got a new movie coming out. So yeah, she's so like, in my opinion, she probably waited and then had a facelift and a few other, like, you know, nips and tucks. That's the age that we would want to see somebody start cosmetic surgery. And it's just sad that all of these girls do it, and doctors allow them because doctors are trying to make money. I would advise everybody to stay away from cosmetic surgery till about 40. That's when you can start, you know, that's the ideal place to start. I mean, sure, face creams and stuff like that, but it's really unnecessary in my opinion. And actually, the longer you can hold out, the better off you'll be. I just think it's crazy. It's one thing to get a little Botox in your forehead, you know, 100 cc's or something. It's a whole nother thing to damn have 2 nose surgeries and an eyebrow lift, a damn facelift at damn 25 years old. You know? Y'all know what's crazy? Never mind. Bye, Laura. Take care. Have a good day. People are stupid, y'all. I know. What is up with people? Nobody cares. You wouldn't even have my name if I didn't give you my name. You know, it's crazy. We literally live in a society where people are just so fake. I think that they want to destroy somebody who's real because they're jealous of the fact that I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's like, if you worried about yourself as much as you worried about me, you wouldn't be a piece of shit. I know you're a piece of shit because you're over here trying to break down a homeless woman. Like, seriously. And even if I wasn't homeless, you're over here trying to break down a woman. And even if I wasn't a woman, you're over here trying to break down another human. Never have I ever. So this stuff is making a mess and it's pissing me off, if I'm being honest. Can somebody come help me with this? I need send help. That cute boy down at the damn Dollar General gonna think I'm crazy with these dark ass eyebrows. He's gonna be like, damn girl, did you burn them? Yeah, they do look a little torched. They do look a little torched. See, what happened was I was roasting marshmallows on this beautiful November afternoon. It feels like November outside. In August. I can't even work out when it's this cold. I'm pissed. Alright, I think I'm just digging my hole deeper. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Zoom in and eyebrows I didn't even know I owned. Oh my dear baby Jesus, help me. Jesus, can you send me help? I can't see them. I can't either. I think I need a few more coats, balls. They actually look good in my mirror, but then they look crazy when on the camera. Why is that? Y'all, they probably just gonna have to look crazy on the camera, because let me tell you something. I trust this mirror more than I trust that camera. And I gotta go into a business later, so I'm just gonna leave them. Stop messing with them. I am unfiltered. I wish more people were. I'm telling you, if more people were unfiltered, we'd have less problems. Or either more fights. We'd have less problems or more fights. Listen, I'm willing to take the risk. So exciting. Let's do it. Like, I wish we had more people that were more outspoken. Cheers. Coffee break. Yeah, I wonder what would happen if people just said what came to their mind. Or what they were feeling. Or if they were honest about the feelings that they were having. Jesus, the world would be such a better place if people would just open their mouth and say, this is wrong, this is right, we shouldn't do this, we should. It's crazy. I think people are scared, like that grandma I was talking about, the 11-year-old's grandma. So the news pulls up and they're like, hey, Granny, how'd you know, why didn't you know that your 11-year-old granddaughter was pregnant? And grandma was like, we didn't know. Oh, I forgot the best part. Grandma says that baby girl who gave birth at home with her stepfather and mother with no medical care, the grandma said that the child told her that she had gotten curious with some 12-year-old boy in the neighborhood. That is a bold-faced lie. That child would never say that. That, in my opinion, y'all don't understand things how I do. I just want to strangle people sometimes. No such thing was ever said. The DNA test confirmed that the child was the stepfather's. And I've seen no report of any investigator or CPS worker or any first responder stating that the child stated this herself, that she was curious with another 12-year-old boy. That has not been said out of the victim's mouth whatsoever that I've been able to read or find online. So the grandma saying that, in my opinion, shows that she's willing to lie. She's willing to bold-faced lie, to save face, to not look shameful in front of the neighborhood. I don't care why, but she absolutely knew. There's no way that she did not know that 11-year-old girl was pregnant. There's no way she didn't know. It's crazy. Hey, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. I'm Amanda. Why do I do that every time? I love it. I'm 6. Yeah, exactly. Curious. And let's be for real right now. Even when your child is 11 years old, you're going to see them naked. That's still the age where they get a little off track and you have to refocus them. Hey, you need to go back bathe. That's that age where you still have to make them go wash their ass, right? Sometimes you got to negotiate with these tiny terrorists. They're the only ones we negotiate with, okay? They're the only type of little terrorists we negotiate with are the tiny ones. But seriously, that's that age where you're going to be seeing your kid at certain points of undressing. So for this entire family, from the grandfather to the grandmother to the mother, the stepfather, for all of these people to claim that they did not know this child was pregnant is ridiculous, because not only would they have been not only coaxing her to brush her teeth, that's still that age you tell them you got to go brush your teeth before school. Did you brush your teeth? Did you wash your face? That's still that age where you're teaching them how to keep up with their own hygiene, right? And it's crazy that they try to deny that they didn't know this child was pregnant, because not only was she extremely small from what prosecutors say, but the smaller the frame, the less they would have been able to hide this child's pregnancy. And it sounds like they completely pulled her out of school so that they could isolate her because she was pregnant. And I'm sure that's what prosecutors are going to prove in court, because that's what they're alleging, is that she was pulled out of school. Her education was stopped because she got pregnant by her stepfather. And instead of going to the police, the mother, and it appears, in my opinion, the whole family was complicit in trying to cover up this incestuous rape of a stepchild. I mean, I'm being for real right now. It's disgusting. It's wild. And this child had no one to go to. This child's been trapped in a house for over 9 months, pregnant with this child, well, at 9 months. And then she gives birth. Imagine how scary to give birth at home with no medical care. And you got these 2 dumbass parents that have done abused the hell out of you. I mean, they're absolutely lying. They're absolutely lying. They knew she was pregnant, and in my opinion, the grandma did too. I don't know how much a full pregnancy. Don't most women gain like 20 to 40 pounds per pregnancy? How much weight does the average woman? Ugh. I feel bad for the child, Tammy. How much does the average woman gain during pregnancy? 18 to 35 pounds. And they said she carried that baby to full term and it was a healthy weight. So imagine that child on the low end gaining 18 pounds. That would be a third of her weight almost. There's no way they didn't know. They just, listen, in my opinion, like I said, I think that he had some kind of financial pull. The stepfather, he had some kind of financial pull over this family. I don't know if he was supporting them, if he was contributing, I don't know. Hell, for all we know, the grandma had the hots for the guy, and that's why she's covering up. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, let me tell you. It is weird how weird some families are, okay? Very concerning. 30 pounds. Yeah. I mean, imagine, Drew. And like they said, so the prosecutor said that her frame was extremely small, 70 to 100 pounds is the average weight of an 11-year-old girl. Let's say on the low end, she was 70 pounds and then she put on 18 pounds of birth weight. That's almost a third of her weight. That's a whole infant, like literally, you know? So it's crazy that they want to say that they did not know. And I just want to point this out because a lot of people be ignoring this type of sex crime. They're like, oh, well, the family didn't know. No, the family was complicit. The family was completely complicit. Why? It doesn't really matter. The principle is that the whole family, in my opinion, knew. It's sick. It's absolutely sick. And you know, that's why they isolated her. That's why they pulled her out of school. She didn't have any friends. She wasn't allowed to see people. She wasn't even leaving the house. They literally were holding her as a hostage. Oh, it's sick. Yeah, the grandma was stopped by some news reporter, and the news reporter was like, so, why didn't you know that your granddaughter was pregnant? She's like, we didn't know. She told us that she got curious with some 12-year-old boy in the neighborhood, and so that's his baby. That's what the grandma says on the news. You can find it online. Law and Crime. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I can see right through it. The grandma is lying through her teeth. I swear to y'all, that grandma is lying through her teeth. She knew. In my opinion, she knew. And it's a bad grandma. It's a bad grandma. Horrible granny. I'm glad you want my granny. I would have been on the news I would have been like the Mendez brothers. My granny would have never. No, I commend my family for acts of abuse that happened to me seriously, because my grandma was a force to be reckoned with when I told her I was being abused. She absolutely believed me immediately and took everything for real, you know. My dad was arrested and no questions were asked. He actually admitted to it, so then there's that. So, but my grandma was the first person I told, and she ready to kick ass and take names, and I'm so grateful for that. When I see other grandmothers that, your job to your offspring is to protect and guide and, teach the right things to, and instill like install the right morals and values. It's just crazy to see bad grandmas out here behaving like this, being complicit in evil. Yeah, that poor child was scared as hell. Scared as hell. And like I said earlier, she's going to be faced with the decision now as to whether she wants to, as an 11-year-old child, attempt to raise this baby. Whew, my heart. It literally made my heart jump beat. Yeah, so she'll be given the option as to whether she wants to keep the 11-year-old child and attempt to raise it on her own, whether she'll want to adopt it out, or if she wants to have family, maybe extended family, because her parents are in jail. Grandma's a piece of crap. I don't know if she has family to give it to, but that's her three options, Her three options are to imagine an 11-year-old trying to raise a child. And, I really think, honestly, that that's what the welfare system should be used for. People like this. Ugh, that's perfect. I mean, really, think about it. What job can an 11-year-old work? They can't. They can't. She needs to focus on school, which is what they would do. They would put her into a school program. They would probably put her in some kind of independent living facility with her child so that she could learn how to take care of her child properly get the shots, properly enroll her, child in school. It would teach her everything. They do have homes for girls that have babies, and they have these programs that help these women learn what they need to learn in order to actually be able to survive in society. It would be extremely hard for her. I don't know. And we'll probably never know what happens because she is a juvenile and she has privacy and she deserves that. And so does that infant that she gave birth to in her mom and daddy's house. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I really just wonder what happens to just, you just go dense. I don't know. Are people, is it a slow process? Is it years of trauma that leads somebody to become just not aware of what's happening? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense why these mothers just turn a blind eye. It's crazy to me. I need something. This is Hard Candy Moods. It's just like a my. Oh, I got it on the top. No. It looks crazy. I feel like I look like a peacock or something. A raccoon. Y'all. I stopped wearing makeup because I don't have any good makeup. I love makeup, but this crap, the color's always off, or like it won't blend right, or, you know. Yeah, that would be nice if they could take both of them on. I'm sure they do that too. Have a guardian ad litem that oversees her in a foster setting with her own child. Maybe she has extended family she can go live with like that and take her baby with her. I do hope that, I don't know. I do hope that she's able to do whatever makes her happy. It's just so sad to have the whole family, in my opinion, and ignore that. See, that's why I have problems in society, because if I would have saw her, I would have knew immediately. I want to do these really dark. I need a better light. I need like a light light. I have one, but I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere in storage. I swear to God, if this chair like snaps in half and throws my ass on the ground, just send help. The good news is these brushes are clean. Yeah, I miss good makeup. That's why I don't never do my makeup anymore. Because I don't have good makeup. Y'all, I'm going to get a DNA test. We're going to do that soon for my birthday. There we go. I hear you, Tammy. I'm sure you would. I'm sure you love your grandkids to death. It's crazy how it's crazy how the bad grandmas go bad, I guess. You're seeing a lot more of that type of seriously, I thought these things were getting better, and they're really not. They're getting worse. People are becoming really just like demented and twisted. A lot of stuff that I see on Law and Crime, I can't even repeat on my channel. I mean, it makes it hard to breathe. Just think about it. Sorry. It might be the vape. I'm wondering if I want to do a sick-ass outliner. So I did like this crappy-ass, smoky-ass eye, and I want to like put a line. Hey, my eyebrows don't look half bad. See, now you can see them. So in the light, they look good. It just sucks I don't have the right light, and I got all this crappy makeup. Somebody send help. Damn. Oh, let's do this. Some kind of little crappy glitter stick. It's like this metallic. That's it. Not glitter, metallic. What I gotta get groceries, so because all I got's a bag of apples and some tofu. And it's frozen. What can I do with tofu and apples? Apple tofu. Stir fry. I am the type of girl you can throw in the kitchen and I can just throw whatever together. As long as you got like some random ingredients. You know, you got like your dry pantry. You got like maybe some noodles and like, I don't know, canned goods, flour, sugar. If you got that, then you got some milk and eggs and butter and stuff like that in the fridge and random cheese and maybe some fruits and vegetables. And, oh, I can throw some shit together. I literally do not need a recipe. That's one of the gifts of like growing up, learning how to cook is that if you're poor and you got, or you've been through the Department of Corrections, you know how to throw some shit together, man. You really do. If you grew up poor, neglected, you know, having to fend for yourself. That's not why I learned how to cook. I learned how to cook because I came from a home where people cooked. Everybody in my family cooked. So, yeah, I know how to throw down. That Beijing beef that I made last night, that green bean bowl, that was literally one of the best things I've had in years. It was so good. People are wild, y'all. You know, I don't think it's going to work because I'm sitting here. I'm just going to, like, rub it on there. I want it darker. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's much darker. It's much darker. You see how much darker it is? I needed it darker. Skittles. I don't have any Skittles lip gloss. I need some. My lips are so dry. I think it's because I put lemon in my cup. I think it like made me dehydrated a little bit because it's so much lemon. It like dried my skin out. I did put like over half a lemon in there. So that's probably my fault. That's probably way too much lemon. I mean, I do everything in excess. So is it any surprise? No. That I've done burnt my lips off with lemon juice first thing this morning? Absolutely not. Typical clumsy broke behavior. Y'all, I need to be outside training. This stuff is so dark. I love it. Where'd the brush go? Yeah, I do. I think that I put way too much in there. I'm going to try not to get any sun the next, like, week because I've been getting really burnt. The sun takes a toll. So I smoke those out. I don't know if I want blush or this. I think this is going to be too dark because I don't have a tan right now. I'm pale. We'll see. Oh yeah, that's like dark. It smells so good though. It smells like coconut. Y'all, car prices are going up online. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. So y'all know how like last week I was saying that they were posting cars that had 300,000 miles and they were like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. It's gotten even worse. Those cars that were $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 have went up to $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. So you cannot even find a used car online for under 250,000 miles for less than $10,000 right now. I'm never buying a car. I refuse. It's like home prices. Like, I was happy with not being able to afford a home. Like, okay, I'm never going to have whatever. But the whole car thing, like with the tariffs and everything, what's happening? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, I'll never buy a freaking car. A winter beater. Yeah. It's absolutely insane. Even little Honda Civics that's got 330,000 miles on it, they want $6,000. 1996 Honda Civic, 2-door, 330K, 1,000 miles, $6,000. I've been priced out of everything, folks. That my truck was my last leg, and I don't have it. So it looks like I'll be homeless without a car, living in closets to do my news reports indefinitely. It's crazy. Yeah. That's the reality. Shit's about to hit the fan. And like, it's going to get even worse because fruits and vegetables are also going up. Everything's going up in the grocery store. Everything. From laundry detergent to fruits, vegetables, everything's skyrocketing. Yeah, it does. It does. We're paying the prices for this big, beautiful bill. You know, I agree with cleaning up the government, saving on spending, cutting back on, you know, any kind of EBT fraud and overspending. But kicking elderly people out on the damn streets, absolutely not. Are you kidding me right now? Do you not know who I am? I would never stand for something like that. I didn't read none of that in Project 2025. It didn't say a damn thing about kicking old people out on the curb. Sure didn't. That was one of the things we covered on this channel because I was in support of it. Was it turns out I either missed a part or they left some shit out. One or the other. Old people are being kicked out on the streets. I'm not okay with that. I'm okay with cleaning up government, you know, spending and fraud and misuse, but it's already started and it's going to be really bad come 2027. Really bad. Like anything we've never seen before. Something we've never seen before. It breaks my heart. You know, things are just not going well, man. And we got 4 years left. Buckle in, bitches. I hope you brought a helmet. I can't see. And I don't know if I like this color. Honestly, I feel like it's not the right. I ain't like blush lately. Anybody else can't find no blush they like? I can't never find no blush I like. This 90s blush, I don't like it. I want a new blush. I've been wearing this blush since the 90s. This color pink. Half of anybody that's my skin tone, this is you've been wearing the same color. Probably the same blush since this came out. I want a new blush, but I want it like this actually matches my skin tone. If you look at my eyes, it actually matches my eyes. So for your eye color and your skin tone, you're going to have certain colors that look really good on you and other colors that kind of wash you out and make you look bad. Blue eyes, you're going to stay neutral, natural colors, browns, pinks for blushes. As you can see, it matches really well with my eye. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I just ain't been able to find no blushes I really liked in the past couple of years. Every time I just end up back on like these 90s pinks, and I wish I could find something that was more like I guess like a mauve, like this color, but more brown. I don't know. I just probably need to look. They probably sell something, but everything's so expensive. I don't want to get something new and then have to try it and then not like it. I'll be pissed. You know? You don't know how something's going to like react on your skin or look. You're beautiful, Leo. Oh, are you a Leo? Is your birthday a Leo? Are you a Leo? I absolutely believe that when we're born kind of dictates some of our personality characteristics. I don't think that's even. It's all right. I don't think the guy at the Dollar General gonna care. Whoa, that's dark. Woo, bozo. The lighting is so different. Oh my God, y'all. I look like I got my ass beat. I look like I got 2 black eyes and busted up cheeks. The lighting is horrible. Love liquid blush. Angie, how do you apply it? Do you do it with a brush or with a sponge? Or you just do it with your fingers and kind of tap it in? I've seen the tints. Yeah, I really do think that people are using lipstick as blush. We struggling, Summer. We struggling. Be looking at packages of makeup like $30. Is this a 3-in-1? Like, what all can I do with this thing? No, for real. I mean, most of these compacts like this, they're safe for eyes, face. You can turn them, you can do whatever with them. I've actually used this as lip liner with that Dead Roses lipstick that I love so much that's discontinued from Anastasia of Beverly Hills. It's this dark purple, and I use this as lip liner with this pencil, and then I put the Anastasia lipstick over it. So yeah, most of these things you can use for eyes, lips, cheeks, contour, whatever, as long as the color matches and the undertones are not gonna like make you look crazy like I look right now. That's why I don't do my makeup, because I don't have what I need. And I'm not spending no. They have changed the game, okay? Sephora wants damn $50 for a singular mascara. They can suck it, Karen. I ain't going back in there. You cannot convince. I'm not going in there. No. Nope. I physically cannot. My body will shut down at the door. I will go into convulsions. I'll have a seizure. My heart will go into cardiac arrest, and I will die at the entrance of a Sephora. I physically cannot go in there. They are crazy. Remember the time we went to go buy my fancy mascara, and she's like, oh, you can get a discount today. And I'm like, oh, that'd be great. She's like, you got all these points you can use. I'm like, great. Then she's like, put in your email. So I'm like, all right. And then she's like, put in this, put in that. What's your date of birth? What's your home address? Give us a sample of blood. At what point did I know I was signing up with a credit card? I didn't. Never. Not until I was in the parking lot with a receipt that was talking about some credit card stuff. I'm like, what just happened? I went to buy mascara, and I was scammed into applying for a credit card unbeknownst to me. This is all recorded, by the way. Thank God I'm not some damn 18-year-old youngin' that came into some money that don't know nothing about credit, that got approved on a whim for a $10,000 limit, you know? Like, I didn't, they lied to me. She said, we'll give you a discount if you give us your email. I give her my email, and then she wanted 15 other bits of information. And before I knew it, I was signed up for a new damn Sephora card. I did not know this was happening. This is a scam. I was pissed. It's a scam. They mob you here to touch your face. They chasing you around stores with the samplers. They're like, come here, girl. Jesus. I said, I ain't never going. First of all, this mascara used to be like, back in the day when it first, Better Than Sex, I feel like it was like $20, right? $18 back in the day. We're talking 10, 12 years ago. That's how long I've been using this. So it's the Better Than Sex lash mascara, blah, 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 blah. It's worth every penny. It'll last you a year if you take care of it. It's worth every penny. Even at $40 a pop now. I think it was like $40, $39. I don't remember. It went up. It'll last you a year. Worth every penny. They have it in black, brown, waterproof. Just, anyways. So I went in there, and the prices had went up. I think it originally started at $20, and now it's almost $40, and everything's going up. But that's really the only thing that I would ever buy that is a luxury item. Nothing else. I don't even use hair oil anymore, y'all. I done threw away all my hair. Well, somebody stole my good hair oil out the. They did. Who steals a homeless woman's property? Like, I am struggling right now. I've had the same. Do you know how long I've had this compact? It's literally falling apart. I've had this thing since like 2019. And you gonna steal my clothes that I had buried in the ground? I needed that jacket. I ain't got but a few. Somebody stole a bag of my property out of the ground that I had buried because I have to hide my property. And my hair oil was in there. So they got the hair oil. And they got my wool sweater that I love so much. Plaited wool sweater. They stole my Under Armour shirt, my purple K-Swiss skirt that I've had, all of this stuff I've had for forever except for the Under Armour shirt. That was actually new. It's not a big deal. But people suck. People suck. Angie, this is just some crap. I prefer double wear Estee Lauder. But who has the money for that in this economy? This was just CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. I do like the matte finish. I like this for like early in the morning. Like if I know I'm going to be wearing it all day, I like a matte finish because it'll end up glossy by the afternoon, face oil. But if I'm doing something like a brunch or a luncheon or something, I would wear just the Halo Glow like mid-afternoon for just the extra glow. It also has, I think, hyaluronic. Does it have a... I could have swore this was the one. Hyaluronic acid. So it'll plumpen your face up too. So it's perfect for like mid-afternoon when you're looking kind of tired. I like the matte foundation first thing in the morning. It's longer wear. I'm going to try some of this. Every time I do this, I mess it up. It's contouring. Lately, it's been like this gray overcast when I put this on. I wonder if it's because, y'all, I done messed up. Or did I? I don't know. Let's just go with the other side. The good thing about this is it'll just wash off. This is not a tattoo, thank God. Y'all see where everybody's been online talking about tattoo regret? Everybody's been talking about how they regret their tattoos now. I'm one of those people. Nobody tried to stop me. Why didn't somebody stop me? Anybody else hate their tattoos? I do. And I actually don't like them on me at all. Y'all, I can't see nothing. I want more. When I wake up, I'm listening to MGK. I don't like that new album. It's not my favorite. There's something you're not saying. I use this sponge to contour on the inside of my nose. Keep it pretty simple. Yeah, I don't know about this contour, but whatever. What should we do next? I think I should do an eyeliner. I might just do a mascara, but I'm wondering if I want to do it on the bottom. Hello? I like to take this one and go over first to kind of break them up. It's the e.l.f. lash roll, I think. Y'all, it's killing me not being able to work out. My hand hurts so bad, you know. I've got to give it a break before I mess it up really bad. I just don't like them. They weren't done in, like, good taste. Like, the artist that done them. Like, the guy that done this, he did a good job. And parts of this look good that my friend done. And he's a professional, and he, like, does a really good job now. He's got, like, over 20 years of experience, probably. But there's certain parts that I wish I could get removed. Yeah, that's how I feel. Damn it. I keep hitting this. That's how I feel. Like, there's certain names that I don't regret, but, like, there's certain parts of the tattoo I do. I wish it would have been done better in better light by a better artist. What happened was I got ripped off at this tattoo shop on this Irish Celtic wrap. And I had to go to my friend who was a tattoo artist and still is to get it fixed. And he had to go over it and tweak it to make it even look right, because the tattoo artist that originally did it, he, like, butchered my arm, dude. I don't think he had ever done a tattoo in his entire life. Like, I got screwed. And he charged me like $200, and it looked horrible. I think we all, like, if you have multiple tattoos, if you have more than like 5 or 6 tattoos, we probably all have that story of letting someone new tattoo on us and then having to go to someone else to get it fixed because the first tattoo artist screwed it up royally. Like the guy in Daytona with my wrist. What the hell? Bro, I said, can you match this? He said yes. What did the lie detector determine, y'all? Because I'm pretty sure it said nope. You cannot match tattoos. I only go through one person. That's smart. That's actually really smart. They all look the same. Same, like, you know, pattern and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. Remember when we got the tattoo in Daytona? I literally started the conversation with, can you match this ink? Can you match this scripture? He's like, yeah. The lie detector determined that was a lie. I don't think he had ever tattooed anybody either. Why is it that I get stuck with all the new tattoo artists? And I've just got the graveyard of fresh, new, first-time tattoos on my body. Left arm specifically. I've got 1, 2, 3 of them. 3 of them. Why, God? Send help. And you know, honestly, the tattoo industry has kind of gotten messed up since COVID. Not kinda. It has. It has. It's all systems are down. Tattoos are not what they used to be. I poked myself in the eye. What's going on, mama? Something just dawned on me. I'm trying not to cry. I poked myself in the eye. What's going on, mama? I need water, y'all. And not that water with the damn lemon, because it's burning my lips. Oh my God, this chair. You've been losing sleep since 93. Oh, my legs. Oh, my legs. I was sitting in that tiny chair too long. Y'all, I'm going to have to buy a chair. My ass hurts. Seriously. Here in Jefferson City, yeah. Oh, snap. Water. I just brushed my teeth and I still have toothpaste in my mouth. After I ate those nachos, I had to go brush my teeth after that one. I mean, that was jalapenos and onions and tomatoes. Yes, we got to brush our teeth. I can't do nothing until I brush my teeth. Because I'm going to just be all up in my head thinking I'm all up in your face with this hot-ass breath. Be like, damn, why does your breath smell like trash can? Thanks for asking. I had trash can nachos for lunch, if you can't tell. This is actually making my dopamine go up. It's crazy how, like, doing little things for yourself, like self-care and, like, putting on a clean shirt, washing your ass, I don't know, tweezing your eyebrows, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth. It'll help with, like, depression, just self-care, you know? It really will. Especially if you haven't had the chance to do it in a while and you're like, you know, I don't know. Say you have a parachute accident and you can't walk for a couple months, you know? You're like bedridden. Sorry. You know, you're not able to like shave your beard. It's funny, but it's kind of not, because now I just remember that girl. Did y'all see that girl that she went skydiving and decided not to pull the parachute? Sorry. It's crazy, right? Yeah, so what happened was her boyfriend had broke up with her, and she was an avid skydiver. She had packed her parachute, like they pack them themselves, and she was ready to do a run and a jump, and she jumped, and she hit the ground and died. They said she did it intentionally because she was heartbroken from her boyfriend breaking up with her the day before. That's crazy, right? Sorry to dampen the mood. Yeah. Yeah. I think the most shocking part for me is that she had the gall to do that. We don't see a lot of women do stuff like that. It's kind of rare. I mean, they do themselves, but not like that, honey. You know? It's crazy. I know, ain't that sad? Yeah. And it's so crazy because she's so young. And you know, I don't know about y'all, but when I was in my 20s and my teenage years, I was absolutely buck wild, feral for whoever I was dating. Like, so if somebody broke up with me, it would have destroyed me, just like I'm sure it was her. I think she was like 22, 23. So she was young. I don't know about you, but when I was that age, I let my emotions really control me. And when I was with dating somebody, I would get out of character, you know, not really, I mean, you know what I mean? I would get out of frame when we would have arguments or they would say hurtful stuff, or you know how, well, the reason for this, the overreaction, the lack of impulse control, is because the prefrontal cortex is not even developed yet. That's why teenagers and tweens have a tendency to get into toxic relationships that turn violent or turn verbally abusive or abusive in some manner. And a lot of time in the teen years, it's both parties doing nefarious things, right? I just know when I was her age, how I let my emotions control me too, and other people control me through my own emotions. And I really hate that she made a split second decision over this stupid guy. You know, no offense to him, respectfully. I say stupid guy because more than likely, statistically speaking, it's not the man that she was going to end up marrying and settle down with at 23. I know that that's what she was probably hoping, but the rational side is the probability of that happening is like slim to none at her age. It's really sad to see these children, because that's what she was, no offense. I'm trying to show her grace by saying that, but these children make these poor decisions, rash, and in a split second, and now she doesn't have her life. It's really sad. It's actually, and you know, the sad part is she was absolutely gorgeous. She could have done anything. She could have been with anybody. She had a future. She would have had a husband. She would have had those kids. I know that's what she wanted with this guy. It just sucks. It really does. And her brain wasn't even developed. That's what the prefrontal cortex is for. It's responsible for decision making, impulse control. You know, it sucks. So sad. She was absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Slot and Scratch. I'm putting some of this. It's like a... You can't even see it. Never mind. It smells like coconut. Smell it. I know. It smells so good. I wonder what this is going to look like in the sunlight. We're going to see. You'll see in a short later. Let's see how Crazy Brooke looks in the sunlight. Jack-o'-lantern. Like, damn, girl. October ain't for a few months. Brooke, get your life together. Yes, going through the months. August, September, October. Okay, it's 2 months away. Why they already got the Christmas stuff out? That's why I'm thrown off. They already got the Halloween and the Christmas stuff out at the Dollar General. What the heck? We ain't even at the end of summer. It's hurricane season right now. We ain't even through hurricane season. And y'all already got the Christmas decorations out. Sorry. We could die before Christmas. We could have a heat stroke or get hit by a hurricane or a tsunami here. And y'all already got the Christmas stuff out. Y'all need to chill. We could die before then. Jesus might come back. This is the the one that smells like coconut. It's Physicians Formula. Oh man. It really does smell really good. Like if you were going on a date with a cute guy with a big old nice fancy beard, you just, yeah, he gonna smell you when he goes home. Cause like it would literally stick. Yeah, it smells so good. Highly recommend. Physicians Formula. This is a little dark. I ain't gonna be able to wear this winter. It kind of sucks because it's the only foundation I have. It's called the Buttered Bronzer. Oh, maybe that's why I look crazy, because it's bronzer and I thought it was powdered foundation. I'll be putting it all over my face. All over my face. Hey, Bart. Alex, hello. I hope y'all are having a good day. All dolled up. Yeah. I never get to do my makeup. It sucks. I don't know what to do with you guys in the closet. What are we supposed to do? Am I supposed to sit here and sing Eminem all day? I'm sorry, Mom. You know? Like, I was like, well, get ready with me to go buy groceries. And then hopefully there's no more bad news today. I don't know what's happened. I haven't had a chance to look at my phone. I ate and made lunch and ate. I haven't had a chance to look at my phone. I don't know if there's been any updates in some of those cases we talked about this morning. Y'all, people are losing their minds. It's really sad, actually. I think this is all I'm doing, but I'm going to put my hair down and then put some lipstick on. Why are you in the closet? Why are you not in the closet, Wendy? That's where all the cool kids hang out. That's where all the cool kids hang out. I would put this dark purple on, but it's just too early for that. Maybe this winter. I do need something for these dry, crack, dry lips. I got lip stains. Yo, I gotta quit smoking. I've been breathing so heavy. Did you hear me in that short while I was eating those nachos? I sounded like a feral warthog. I sounded like Timon, or was that Pumbaa? Whichever one had them big old long tusks. The fat one. That's what I sound like eating. Jesus. It's because I smoke. I don't want to. It's not my choice. I have no choice. I have no control over the matter. Hi, my name is Brooke. I'm an addict. I'm addicted to nicotine. Seriously. I'm scared I'm going to commit mass murder if I quit. I just want to be honest. This is a safe space, right? I can feel you judging me. But I'm being dead ass. I do not want to snap. And the potential, if I cold turkey, is more probable than not, okay? So, I don't know what to do. I go back and forth between the nicotine patches and the vapes, and the nicotine patches and the vapes. I like to use the nicotine patches when I'm working out, and that's why I've been liking to work out a lot more, because I can focus on not smoking. My hands are busy. I'm not focusing on this. No judging. It's so hard, Angie. I just, sometimes I feel like I'm never going to, and now I can't breathe. Like, I'm in the best physical shape of my life, and I can't breathe. How is that even possible? Am I the only gym rat that, like, smokes like a freight train and has to smoke while training? I mean, seriously, Snoop Dogg could roll up and be like, hey, girl, you want to smoke? I'd be like, hell yeah, we could smoke at L, and they'd be like, damn, I need to go work out. Who does that? Does that mean I need Xanax? Does that mean I'm so stressed that eating a damn 600 milligram edible evens me out and I can damn knock some work out? Is that not crazy? Yeah. That's crazy. I'd love to smoke with Snoop. Hey, Flutterby. Nicotine restricts the blood flow. Bad for training muscles. It's a smart drug, so it pumps me up. Hey, Hen. Hello. Yeah, I did some makeup, so I came to life. Damn it, Bobby. I came to life. Here, I'm just going to put this on here because I don't like to leave stuff laying around. Oh, I'm sore. Don't look. Ugh. Okay. Don't go looking at my bud. Don't go looking at my bud. I do like it. It's just a smoky eye. Yeah, I definitely got to get some fruits, vegetables, maybe some. I got spinach, lettuce. I've got a tomato and apples. But I need to get, like, some food. And I need some chapstick. I still didn't find nothing for my lips. Anything in there? You know he does. Did y'all see that Snoop Dogg come out talking about how he was watching a movie with his grandson and it got weird? It was like it was like two women in the movie making out, and there's a part where these two women have a child, and Snoop Dogg's grandson was questioning Snoop Dogg as to how these two women conceived a child, and Snoop Dogg was like, well, they didn't, you know? And apparently he like came under fire for this. I mean, I thought that this was resolved. I thought this was resolved, but clearly they're still putting stuff like this in children's movies. We all know what they did with Lilo and Stitch, Snow White, The Little Mermaid. I mean, they ruined everything. And Snoop Dogg's a celebrity. He calls out the inconsistencies and brings up this, and they want to label him the problem. Absolutely not. You know, at what point will and I told you guys that last year, I said the LGBT is either going to back down and recognize their place in society or not. They're going to dig their toes in and continue on this train of lunacy, okay? And that's what they're doing. So, no surprise. Leave Snoop Dogg alone, for I have to hunt you down and beat you up. Please. I am one of his bodyguards. Leave the man alone. You know, it's crazy how they would rather us lie so they can continue to deny, you know? They do. They want us to lie to children. Like, so Snoop Dogg's the bad guy for pointing out that two women can't conceive a child. He's the bad guy. So what did you want him to say? What does the LGBTQ plus want Snoop Dogg to say to his grandson? It's like saying men can get pregnant with children. Like, people have lost it. They still keep it. They just gonna, they lost it and they ain't never getting it back. That's what it is. That missing piece, they just gonna roll around like the missing piece looking for something they lost that they can't never get back. They lost their damn minds. Somebody find their minds. My lips are bleeding. I need chapstick. Sorry. They're not bleeding, but they're like definitely cracked and dry, y'all. Here. Hold that, squirrel. Yeah, they're like the missing piece. That's so crazy I say that. Y'all remember that book? Who was that? Michelle Silverstone? I don't remember. It was the same guy that wrote The Giving Tree. God, I can't even read that book. I cry. We should do a story time. Y'all want to do that at night sometimes? Oh my God, I have all of those books in storage. The Giving Tree. Oh my God. I don't know if I can make it through it. It makes me cry. Just the story is just so sweet. The Giving Tree, The Missing Piece. Silverstone, I think was his name, or I don't know. Ooh, should we do a dark lip? We should. We should. Like a dark lip. Y'all hear me? God. Somebody please send help. I need to be able to breathe again. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I cut it myself. Y'all see, I need another haircut. Y'all see how it like looked good for like 2 months and now it's thinning out again. We need to give it another trim. I guess I could do it on live since I'm like here. Not today, but one day when I'm here, we can like, I can show you guys how I cut it. I need to definitely like blow it out and then take a picture from the back so you can see it from the back. Because it has a particular cut in the back from the way that the butterfly cut. It's Brad Mondo. He has a tutorial. I love his stuff. He has a tutorial where it shows you how to half it, where to half the hair, and then how to pull it to the front, how to ponytail it up, how to cut the dead ends off, and it's awesome. That's what I've been doing for like 4 years. I'm just gonna put this on. Absolutely not. It's a pretty color. Ooh, it's minty. Maybe that's what I needed. I'm going to leave this out so I can damn put it in my pocket. Look at that top lip. You can't really see it. Can you see it? QR and more. Damn, I wonder if the Dollar General got a damn chair. I'm gonna buy a damn cooler to sit on. Y'all got a step ladder around here? A box that can hold them 130 pounds? Tupperware? What you got for me to sit on in this piece? Because I'm telling you, this damn chair, I'm gonna burn it. It's gonna be the damn first bonfire of the winter starter, okay? We have me a bottle of Jim. Oh, Lord. I'm going to strap one of my haters to this chair. I'm joking. I'm joking. Let's get this bonfire started. I'm joking. Oh, my enemies. Somebody was talking about hearing grass. Like, you know you've done some hunting before when I say, I heard grass, and you understand me. What do you mean you heard grass? Deidre, how are you? Do y'all think he messes with children? Was he one of the ones that had some of them allegations, Brad Mondo? Or was that just the makeup kid? Oh, I'm glad. No, Ashton. No. No. Brad Brondo. I thought it was Mondo. Anyways, yeah. Who was the other one? Charles. One of the makeup boys. He was accused of messing with little boys. Yeah. I hope Brad Mondo wasn't one of those. I think he has a pretty clean track record, right? I mean, we all have a past, but at the same time, there's certain things just like, whoa. I can't remember. Charles. What was his? James Charles? Yeah, he was accused of a lot of stuff, in the past. And then there's a few creators that I've accidentally ran into that was like, oh, God. Who was that other guy? The guy that used to laugh all the time. The white guy. Ben. What was his name? Ben. He was accused of talking to children, too, on the internet. I should do some content on that. The whole, like, the underbelly of YouTube. Seriously, because there's, like, this whole seedy, dark underworld of YouTube. I have people that try to rope me into stuff here on YouTube. It's crazy. I just, I've already learned my lesson, and I just stay away from everybody now. I have to protect my peace, because people are insane. And, like, it's kind of weird that, like, people pop up and try to interject themselves into your life. I would never do that to somebody. Like, I'm not the type of person that's about to drop into somebody's DMs. You know what I mean? Like, no. It's just crazy that people come at you like that. I guess just trying to get a piece of you. Oh, you too, Deidre. Be safe out there. Oh, God. I gotta get something on. What we gonna wear? Get Barbie dressed. Barbie has one shirt, one sweater, one blue dress, one Carhartt sweater that she don't even know if it fits, and her black sweater. That's Barbie's options. What should Barbie wear? I should really let y'all get me dressed. I should just lay out all my homeless shit and be like, dress me. Like, that would actually be fun. I mean, it would eliminate so many problems for me. Hell, that's my biggest challenge most days. What the hell am I going to wear? And I got the same 5-10 outfits. So I don't know why I struggle so hard. I thought downsizing would eliminate some of these problems, but as it so happens, I get sick of wearing the same stuff every day. However, I did find these leggings. We got to find the shirt to it. Y'all remember this outfit? Oh my God. First of all, it fits so good. It fits so different. They're a little bigger in the waistline, but they look amazing on my form, So I need to find the shirt because it's getting cold and it's supposed to stay cold. It's like 70 degrees outside. That's freezing where I'm from. In August. It's supposed to be 102 with like 90% humidity, and there's supposed to be like a hurricane headed right for us, okay? That's not happening. It's looking like it might snow. It literally looks like snow out there. I don't know how to explain it, but it does. It looks like snow. It's crazy. I'm doing okay, Darren. How are you? Ben, yeah. Yeah, that guy. So that's why they be in the comments talking about we'll never forget Ben. And I'm just like, leave the guy alone. First of all, I don't even know if it's true that he was allegedly talking to children online. He was trying, they alleged that he was using his position as a creator to rope children into exploitative conversations through text messages and other platforms. I don't even know if it's true, but it's that Ben guy. And he does like little shorts that are pretty funny, it was like memes and stuff. And he really was really big around like 2020, I think, and then something happened with children and or allegations were made, and then his channel crashed. And so now anytime he posts stuff, they drop into the comments and they're like, we're not forgetting. And once again, I don't know if this is true. This could be a lie. Let me tell you how I know. Because every day I come to this platform and I hear another lie about myself. Every day. It's just lie after lie after lie. So once again, until I see definitive proof that he was texting with children, I see both sides, and I feel somewhat sorry for him in his situation. Hey, Robbie. No, I'm not. I'm not in Walnut Cove, but I do like Walnut Cove. I do like Walnut Cove, but I'm not in Walnut Cove. It's a beautiful area. That whole area, like Pilot Mountain, Hanging Rock, all of that is just absolutely beautiful. I have tons of videos over there. I need to go to Pilot Mountain more. I wonder if I'd have service over there. I don't get service at Hanging Rock, so I never go over there anymore. It sucks because I love that area and I wish I could film more there. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful, y'all. All these beautiful rocks hanging off the side of a mountain. You get to hike up this mountain and you're sitting on these huge rocks. And I mean, you can see out across like half the state. Beautiful waterfalls. I don't get service. Some of my content that you've seen, that's where that is Hanging Rock, North Carolina. It's beautiful, which is right down the road from Walnut Cove, which is where Robbie's talking about. No, I'm not. It's cool in Georgia too, 70 degrees. I mean, it is perfect, you guys. Don't get me wrong. But at night, it drops. That's when it's cold, I do have 2 sleeping bags, and yeah. I think that, let's see what it's gonna be tonight. I do like the weather change, but this is kind of soon. Like, it usually doesn't cool off here until like the end of October, And then it says 75 now. I was out there earlier when I ate my lunch and I had to put on a sweater, and my legs were cold in that video. When I was like, my phone's about to fall. When I was eating those nachos, I was freezing. Because it was chilly. It was only like 71 degrees at that time. It was crazy. I was like, what the hell? It's still cold out here. Like, it was cold this morning. I was expecting that. But I've been in here with you guys most of the mid-morning. And so when I stepped out there for lunchtime, I was not expecting it to still be chilly. I was like, what the heck? Like, it's not, it's lunchtime and it ain't warmed up yet. What is going on? Let me go get a sweater. I literally had to change my shirt. So, yeah, it's supposed to be chilly. Tomorrow it's going to be 80 degrees. It'd be a perfect day for training, but I can't with my wrist. I can do some running stuff, and I might do that. I might do some cardio. But I can't be on the bicycle because of my wrist. Putting my weight on it. I crashed the bicycle playing around. Then I decided to do some somersaults after not doing them for 30 years. And put all my weight on my hand. And I was playing around too much some more. And I don't know, my hand just ain't been right. It is starting to feel better. This is exactly what I needed. I needed to stay off of it. I need to take a break. I'm going so hard that my body doesn't have time to recuperate and heal. So, you know, and then if you have other ailments like dehydration, improper diet, like you're not getting proper nutrition, you're not getting proper vitamin D, protein, which is essential for bone formation and healing or whatever, it's just going to compile and make things worse. If you're sunburnt, you know, yeah, I need to stay off of it. So I'm going to take some rest days. Hello, Jimmy boy. I'm doing well. Thank you again, Robbie, for that. Yeah, 70 degrees, 75. I mean, that's not bad. But that's cold to me. Yeah, it is. I'm going to take it easy for about a week. Cook with you guys. That's what I'm going to do tonight. Y'all got any ideas? I want to do that sushi with the cucumber and the cream cheese, and you just put all, because I got peppers, those little baby peppers. I also have jalapenos. Hey, Jimmy boy, thank you so much. 64. Where are you located, Careless Whispers? What state? You don't have to tell me like your location if you don't want to. You don't even have to tell me your state. I don't even like asking people that. It's so weird to me. I think I'm the only creator that's like that. Thank you so much again, Jimmy and Robbie. No, this is not my place. I'm going to start every video. It won't matter. They'll be coming in halfway through. Is that your house? You're not homeless anymore. When did you hit the lottery? I would have had to have hit the lottery to have a home. I would have needed a miracle. Jesus himself would have had to come down with a damn gold chest of gold to save me. I mean, seriously. I would have had to have been gold mining in the creek beds of the mountains here and got lucky and found a diamond or something. Like, why do people think you make all this money with YouTube? They think I got a money tree out back, Johnny. They do. They think I just wake up every morning, go out and shake that tree that I sleep under and get money. I mean, I wish it was like that, God. I'd never leave the woods to go spend money and come back. Oh, you'd see my ass running across the yard with a wheelbarrow. She's off to go buy some new shit. When you pray, you move your feet. I love that. I'm a gold miner. Me too. Me too. I'm about to turn into one. I'm so desperate to make some real money. This economy, I probably have better luck at finding gold than I do a job. I'm taking my chances with the creek. Because the job market is never going to happen. It's sad. It's crazy. It's insane. Did y'all see that McDonald's manager high? Like, I mean, it looks bad. It looks real bad. She was literally drooling, homie. She hold on here, I'll show you. This was the McDonald's manager in the short I posted earlier. I mean, she looked dead. It did not look good. Like, everybody's walking by talking crap, walking around her laughing like it's cute, and she, like, looks like she needs help. I mean, she ain't stopped breathing yet because she's still drooling, but, like, that's the type of stuff that you really have to deal with in the food service industry that nobody talks about. And it's not just the food service industry. That's also the construction industry. I mean, the drug problems have gotten so bad in this country that really employers just ignore them when they know that somebody has one. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't want to work in that environment. I don't want to be... The last two jobs I had... No. The last job I had in the restaurant, people were using drugs. I told you guys about this at the time. The cook was on heroin. I'd go back to the kitchen. I'm like, where's my food? I got the whole bar, which was like 20, 30 seats. And then I have the entire restaurant, which was an additional like 70 seats. So I am running this place with almost 100 seats by myself. I have no other waitresses. I have no other bartenders. I'm running this entire restaurant by myself. 10-hour shift, right? Just telling you what I was doing. My food ain't coming out the window. Where's my food? I got 6, 7, 8 tables at a time with 3, 4 people at a time waiting on food. And I go back to the kitchen. And the cook is like this. I said, Lord have mercy. I don't know how long I'm going to make it at this job. I didn't make it long. 2 months. You know, I don't, you know, it really sucks that people in sobriety, people who are in recovery could be put in the position where they're put in the position where they have to choose between $5 an hour and their sobriety, you know, like it's crazy. Like for $5 an hour, they got to put their sobriety on the line. It's insane. It really is. Maybe we need jobs specifically for people that are in recovery to get them reacclimated or get them assimilated or socialized after long periods of drug use. I mean, why not? Why don't we have programs that are geared towards educating people from poorer communities with a lack of already or a non-existent education? Because those things go hand in hand. A lack of education leads to drug use. So, you know, it leads to a life of crime and poverty. So if we really wanted to help these type of people, we would have programs designed for them to get them help and socialized and educated. That's not the case. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm glad that's not my manager because I would have been panicking, honey. Did y'all see the customers just coming back there and getting the fries? It's just another day. It's just another day. Can't be a babysitter and employer at the same time. Absolutely. Absolutely. There was so much going on. $1 to $5 worth. We don't make that much unless you're in California and Alaska. Yeah, that woman being arrested, what is it exactly for? Does anybody know? Oh, it was a misdemeanor hate crime. This is so stupid. I mean, first of all, let me be clear. Let's talk about what everybody's upset and mad at me about this afternoon. What's new? Get in line. Take a number. Everybody's mad. Everybody wants them rip my head off. I get it. You better take a number. So this woman that called this little baby the N-word, she was arrested and charged with, I think, like a hate crime. What did they charge the woman from Minnesota with that called the child the N-word? How can they charge someone with using a racial slur? I didn't even know that was a charge. They charged her with misdemeanor and disorderly conduct charges. She was the victim of a crime. A child theft ring. Like, seriously. This is crazy. I mean, this is Minnesota, Minneapolis is literally like the worst city in the United States right now. Y'all know that, right? Look at everything that's happening in Minnesota. I mean, that is the most liberal crap state that you can choose to live in. It's crazy. There's a lot going on right now with them, but they charged her with disorderly conduct for using a racial slur against a black child at a playground. It's just so stupid. I think people need to get over themselves. Why is it okay for you to call your friends this word and he and ha ha and use it in a context to hurt other people? But this woman uses it and now it's a problem. It's just the stupidest thing. And the whole principle of the story is that someone somewhere is not raising their child right, because there was a child that was stealing out of this woman's personal property, which is a crime, which is wrong, which that's what sparked this entire thing. People are missing the point. The point is somebody don't know how to parent their children, and that's what sparked this entire situation. If that child, yeah, $800,000. $800,000. and she deserves every penny of it. Our rights are on the line. Your feelings do not matter in comparison to people's rights. Every person, every citizen in this country has the right to speech, has the right to bear arms, has the right to defend themselves, has the right to own property, has the right to have a career in their choice. The principle of the story is that somebody's not raising their child right. I'm glad that some of y'all did not grow up in the time that I did, because, God, you wouldn't have been able to handle it. You would have seized out from all the people saying the N word. Newsflash, back in the 80s and 90s, people of all races actually used the N word. It's crazy. Especially if you were Mexican, you got a free pass. But white people in black communities also got free passes in the 80s and 90s and 70s. It's crazy. That's only become a new thing since COVID. People really have a problem with that word, and they need to get over it. Like, they really do. If words offend you that bad, I'm going to need you to go find a mental health specialist. The world is on fire. People are dying. Children are being trafficked. The economy is about to crash. We all can't afford to live. And you care about words? You're going to have a very hard life. A very, very hard life. I'm not saying that what she did was right. But what I am saying is that she has rights. And within the law, what she said is her legal right to say. It's crazy that people just bypass the whole principle too. Like, this would not have gotten even started if this little boy was not trying to steal something out of her personal property. That's the main point of the story. The fact that she said the N-word is irrelevant to me. If she wants to say that, that's her choice, and whatever consequences or rewards she sees after that is her business. It's crazy. And I said the N-word, and why did nobody care about that? Why didn't y'all cancel me and try to kill me and lynch me? And why didn't the mob come after me? I did. I said the N-word on live. Sure did. Different context. It wasn't screaming it at a child. I'd never do that. But I'm not defending her. I'm defending her right to speech. What she did was wrong. I do not feel like she should be charged with a crime. That's crazy. What she did was wrong. But at the same time, it was a reaction to the action. And I care more about the action that started this than the reaction, because of her legal rights. She can say whatever she wants to say. People need to get over it. Seriously, it's crazy that we even have to have this debate. It really goes to show how people are getting dumber. It really does. It really does. They cannot comprehend that people's rights are more important than their feelings. They do not know the difference between right and wrong. The little boy that was stealing out of her son's diaper bag was absolutely wrong, and so was she for calling him the N-word. So I just also see both sides, and I'm the mediator here. And legally speaking, that's what I really care about at this point. She had every legal right to say that. And she also, if she's convicted of this, I mean, it really goes to show how freedom of speech is being just ripped away from us. To be convicted of disorderly conduct for calling this kid the N-word. How many people think that that'll stick? I wonder if it'll stick. You know, it is wrong to yell at children, especially children that are not yours. And I do have a feeling that Miss Hendricks had been going through a lot in that community, because it was a mass immigrant place. There was a lot of transplants that had landed there, and it had changed the environment. Okay. A lot of these refugees, immigrants that come in, they come from third world countries, and they come, and instead of assimilating, they come and they disrespect. They litter. Their children are reckless. They're reckless. And so I do believe that Miss Hendricks was living in an environment that was high stress, and the dynamics had changed, and it become very dangerous for her prior to her diaper bag being
robbed. Prior to that, I do believe that she was living in a high stress, high risk environment because the dynamics had changed in that neighborhood. There had been a high influx of illegal immigrants coming in, being disrespectful to the community around them that they landed in. This was very common. We saw this in Aurora. We saw it in Colorado. We saw this in every liberal city. The blatant disrespect, the littering, the crime going up, the car shows in the middle of the night, the children roaming the streets, the gangs taking over apartment complexes and trafficking women and children and drugs. Like, Miss Hendricks, I think that the backstory is really important to why she called this little boy the N-word. There's so much that was on this woman's shoulders that I can tell you from the outside that she was going through that people can't conceptualize. Why is it that people are just so compassionless? Like they really are. Nowadays, people lack empathy. It's really scary to see how many people lack empathy. It's like nobody puts forethought or back thought into what this woman must have been going through at the time for her to even get in that position and get so stressed out to say that. I can assure you that she had probably been going through hell in her own backyard, front yard, side yard for months, if not years, in that neighborhood. She deserves every penny that she got so that she can get her family to safety, so that she can hire an attorney to deal with this bullshit that she did not ask for. She's the victim in this. Her family is the victim in this. They have had to relocate. She's had to quit her job. All because somebody don't know how to raise their children properly. You can't teach your son not to touch other people's property. But what do I know? I'm not supposed to be around children. I'm not allowed to be a parent. But what do I know? All of this could have been eliminated if someone would have been overseeing their supposed alleged mentally handicapped son. Riddle me this, Batman. If this child had such bad disabilities, who lets a child with such bad disabilities roam off on their own? I don't know if I believe that this child is disabled. It's really irrelevant. Disabled or not, he did not deserve to be called the N-word. But since it was said, I hope it hurt his feelings. So next time he's around people's property, he can manage to leave it alone. Because clearly no one told him that he is not supposed to rummage through strangers' personal property at the park. He was caught red-handed attempting to steal stuff out of this diaper bag. Not saying it makes it right for her to snap and call him the N-word, but all of this could have been avoided if someone was being a parent to this child. She was doing what she was supposed to do. She had her son on her hip. She had an eye on her kid, a physical hand on her kid. Oh, and then remember, the pedophile was the one that filmed this interaction. Y'all remember that? Derry! Happy Thursday, Derry Lindsay. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that was the crazy part. One of these refugees that filmed this whole interaction, he was a pedophile. On paper, he had raped a teenage girl, like a 12, 11-year-old. We've talked about it here before. He was actually a registered sex offender who was at the park watching children for people in the community. Can't make this shit up. Like, there's so many layers to this story, and people are hung up on the N-word, and we got a pedophile on a playground. A registered sex offender on a playground. And y'all worried about the N-word. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we're living in the upside down. Is it look over here so that we can be complicit over here? Or is it people care? You know what it is? They operate on feelings more than facts. The fact is that it is a huge concern that this man that filmed this interaction with Miss Hendricks and the little boy that was called the N-word, it's a huge concern that this pedophile was on a playground. We should be concerned about that. And people just ignore that because their feelings are hurt that this child was called an N-word. And that's just political propaganda. They've been brainwashed to operate on emotion and leftist ideology and to get upset when the masses are upset. They're not even thinking for themselves. It's crazy. My ninja. My brother used to say that all the time. My older brother, that's what he used to call me. It's so funny you say that. Oh, one of my other friends, Chris, he used to call me that too. That's so funny. Yeah. It's crazy. So what happened when I said the N word? So I was sitting on a street corner. I was sitting on a street corner and this guy pulled up in the truck and it was first thing in the morning. And he was like, "Hey, little girl, you want a biscuit?" And I was like, "I'm good. No, thank you." And he's like, "I'm not trying to F you or anything." He got so mad. All of this is on camera. You can hear what he says and everything. So some words transpire. I get angry and run him off. What was I telling y'all about this? Hold on. Damn, there was a point to this. He was trying to pick me up. Y'all, we had words and he's like, "I'm not trying to screw you." And then he's like, oh, the N word. Then he's like, "I'm not trying to screw you, you N word loving." And I was like, I don't know if I've ever been called that before. That was a new one. That took me aback. I was like, "Oh my God, you guys." I'm so naive. I'm standing there. I done jumped up. I'm like, "Oh my God, you guys." He called me an N-word loving. And I said the N-word, but I didn't realize what I'd said until because I was clutching my pearls. I couldn't believe that he had said that to me. And, and I was so baffled that I repeated what he said. Not the biscuit. Yeah, he was trying to get the biscuit for the biscuit. And yeah, it's crazy. Y'all should have canceled me then. That was your chance. And then I felt bad. I was like, "Oh my God, I cannot believe I said that." Like, I wasn't thinking though, because I was just like, "Did y'all hear that?" Like, I had to repeat it so that y'all heard what he heard, what he said, in case he didn't. You couldn't hear what he said. It's crazy. It's like, and that's what I'm saying. Nobody tried to tear my channel down. Nobody tried to eat me alive in the comments when that happened. The internet, the world didn't come to an end. Everybody just was like, "Okay, this is crazy. That dude's definitely trying to hook up with you." But, but, and then you got this woman over here that says it out of anger. And I mean, and he did too. Y'all would think that people would be mad about that white man and he used the hard R. He sure did. I should go find a snippet and post it back, and you can even see his face. If I wanted to be dirty and grimy, I could do shit like that all the time, but I'm not a drama channel. I don't want to be wrapped up in that stuff anyway. So when this stuff happens, I just let go because that's what I have always done. So, but for real though, the internet should have been mad about him calling me that. Not one person was mad about him using that word under that context. He was essentially saying that I was an N-word loving to imply that I didn't like white men. So what? What if I am? What if I get married to a black guy? So what? And you would think that the internet would be pissed about the fact that this random stranger that I do not know rolled up and tried to pull this stuff and said this word. But no, nobody's mad about that, even though he used it out of anger as well. I'm just showing how stupid people are and the inconsistencies in society because they're mad at this woman for saying this to a child. And she's absolutely wrong for doing that. But her rights are more important than your feelings. And, unless you want to go to jail for sending a mean tweet, Karen, you better wake up because that's where we're at. The UK, that's what they've been doing for years. They will lock don't say something on Facebook that can be taken in the wrong way because the cops might show up and take your ass to jail today. Okay? That's what's been going on for years. Their right to speech has been stomped out. They set that shit on fire and stomped it out. And it's happening here. This woman being arrested is like the first stone being turned over for, I don't know, a new, a new, it's crazy. You gonna charge her with disorderly conduct when she was the victim of a rob? She was getting robbed by a toddler, homie.
Why do they come and then they act normal for a minute and then they get mildly Riley retarded? Why does that happen? Yeah, I think that it's crazy that people don't understand for every action there's a reaction. Like, you think she woke up that morning with the intention of getting into a verbal fight with a toddler? Absolutely not. She woke up with the intention of taking her son to the park and enjoying time with him in peace and enjoying the playground. That's not what happened. She looks over, she's getting robbed. They done yoked her son's rattle, got his binky. She's like, that's my stuff, put it away. And then some guy witnesses this and he pulls out a camera. And she done damn told the little boy to stop acting like the N-word. And this man films it. I wonder if she's from this country. Does anybody know? Is she also an immigrant? I can't find out online. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dairy Lindsay. There's more serious conversations we need to be having about that situation other than the N-word being said. You know, we need to talk about how children are being raised and the lack of parental guidance, clearly. We need to talk about a pedophile being on the playground, you know? It really brings up the topic of people not knowing the difference between right and wrong, people not understanding their rights and how law works and how their rights work in law. Like, I mean, it brings up a lot of topics, but I can assure you that the N word is not even on my list of things I need to talk about. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like everybody is missing every single point of this story. You know, what she did was wrong. What that kid did was wrong. The parents of that kid are wrong. The pedophile is wrong. The media is wrong. Everybody's wrong in this situation. And a lot of people are missing the whole point of the situation and what we really need to be taken away from this. You know, this really speaks to the lack of civic duty in society that we see. People just really do not understand that they have a duty. You have a civic duty to be like a good person. Like you know, returning the car, and if you see somebody has a tail light out, civic duty, be nice. Hey, by the way, you got a tail light out, don't want you to get pulled. You know, like, I don't know. If you see someone getting mugged, at the very least call 911 if you're too scared to get out there and karate chop somebody in the in the throat. I like to went there. You know, if you're scared, at least call 911. Like, you know, I mean, for me, this brings up, you know, yeah, civic duty and the way people are being raised and the way that they're being taught to believe things. Like, what is right? What is wrong? Stealing is wrong. Yelling at children and calling them racial slurs is wrong. But it started with the theft. All of this could have been avoided if some pedophile wasn't on the playground filming children. It's crazy. It's a shame he didn't film the little boy in the diaper bag. Yeah, distractions. Real truth. I wonder if she was an immigrant too, because I felt like in the video she had an accent. It sounded like British or Australian, or that's the same thing, right? I'm an idiot. I know. I try so hard. She sounded like maybe she was from like Wales or somewhere, you know? So I don't know. I wonder. So I wonder if she made bond. Damn, they just locking all the women up this year. They done locked up a 12-year-old little girl that was defending herself yesterday against some damn pedophile that was trying to groom her as she walked down the street with her sister. And now today they locking up this other woman who she has done darn cussed some youngin' out for stealing out of her diaper bag. I mean, they just coming out swinging in 2025 for all the women. They just locking everybody but Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah, she might get pardoned. What a quinky dink. They're focused on petty crimes these days. They don't really care about the children anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Do I have coffee? Do I have anything to drink? Damn, how long we been on here? Damn, I've been on here for a minute. Baby, when the lights go out. All right, let's see what's going on.
Listen, once again, I'm not saying that she was right. Please don't be mad at me. I am trying to help you protect your rights. How can I explain it? What if I don't know. It seems like by taking certain rights like under the radar, they're able to build a system of conditioning and grooming through the government. I wish I could play that back to see what I just said. Does that make any sense? They put small laws in place so that we forget our rights, and they're secretly being taken behind our backs, but we're not paying attention. And all of this legislation and us, we're being groomed and conditioned to believe certain things or feel a certain way. And they're taking our rights under the radar. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, y'all. I just know what I know. And I know what I can see happening. I don't know how I can pick up on these behavioral patterns or economic patterns. I just know what I know. And they started in the UK by getting people to hand over their weapons back in the 1800s, early 1900s. And then they started taking their rights to speech when the internet came about. That's really when that kicks off. And now they're in a position where they can't even defend themselves because of immigration laws, and everything's labeled racist hate, you know, white supremacy. Everything's labeled that way. So they can't even defend themselves. And it's happening here. I mean, this girl Hendricks being arrested for a racial slur. I will be surprised if it sticks because she has rights to say whatever she wants to say. She can say whatever she wants to say. Unless she's out here in the streets screaming that she's going to execute the president, she can say whatever she wants to say. So I don't understand how this is even going to stick because her rights come before anyone else's feelings. But if this sticks, well, we know for sure we're screwed. We're right behind the UK. Everything that they're going through, we started to go through like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, really probably around 2008 and 9. And she has a lawsuit against the officer, Danny F. That's crazy. Miss Hendricks, the girl, I think it's like Shiloh. Um, wow. I don't doubt that. Thank you, Dominique. You too. Happy Thursday. Hello. Is that Ollie? Allie? Ollie? Hello. Francis, hey. You should. You can put whatever you want. And if you're on a weight loss journey, that sour cream, I just take like 2 tablespoons and then like a half a tablespoon or a tablespoon of water and just thin it out. And you can like kind of play with it. Like add a little bit of water, stir it up, and then if you want it thinner, you can add more water, taste it. And you can add as much water to make it as thin as you want, and then you can kind of drizzle it on top of the nachos. Don't add too much water, but I like to turn it into like a sauce. I just make it thinner by adding water. And also it'll cut your calories and it'll also spread better on the nachos, and you still get the taste of sour cream as long as you don't put too much water. Yeah, those were really good. I had some avocado, but I was too lazy to cut it up. And I'm glad I didn't because I couldn't eat all of those nachos. I counted them out too because I did the serving size on the back of the bag. And I also like placed the tortillas chips. Here we go again. Here we go again. I placed the chips up so they would hold the taco meat and all of that. It was really good. I'm probably just gonna have leftovers, honestly, unless I get excited. Y'all ever like you don't feel like cooking and then you go grocery shopping and then you get excited? You're like, ooh, I got new stuff I can cook. So I'm probably just gonna have leftovers unless because I got heartburn from that sausage, so I probably should eat something else. I've been eating too much sausage. Johnsonville brats. I love them things, but God, they're high in fats and trans fats, not the good fats. Not the good fats. Oh, I just put it on because I was bored. I didn't have nothing special to talk about because, some days I be feeling special myself. And I just don't feel like, life in some days. But I didn't have anything to talk about, so I figured we could do makeup. It makes you feel pretty. It really does. It makes you feel pretty. 40 pounds? Wow, Francis, that's crazy. That is insane. Congratulations. Congratulations. I bet you feel better. Hell no. Plans to hang out with y'all. We gonna go to the Dollar General. I'm gonna do a food haul for the week. What is today? Thursday. So Thursday. I'll probably do it Thursday to next Thursday. I need to get on a schedule, y'all. This life just brings so much instability, you know. I'm gonna get stuff to eat and meal prep this week, or like cook with you guys. And then I'm gonna eat some dinner. I don't know if I want to cook something or eat leftovers. And then I'm gonna wash my ass. No plans. That's my plans. I can't work out. I'm injured. Help me. Send help. I've fallen and I can't get up. Help me. Yeah, y'all. This is from that bicycle accident. Because, you know, I don't learn. I crashed my bike, and a week and a half later, I'm out in a... Was it a week and a half later? I think it was 2 or 3 weeks later. I'm out in a field doing somersaults and cartwheels. And so it's been hurting really bad. This has helped. I've been sleeping with it on, and take it off to shower. I think that I overdone it. Hey, Frederick. Lindsay. Hello. I saw the bacon guy. See, this is what I'm... Thank you, Lindsay. This is what I'm saying. Listen to me, folks. It's all fun and games till your ass is arrested for screaming, "I love bacon." This man in the UK was arrested because he was screaming, "I love bacon," outside. Are they arresting him with a hate crime? It was a Muslim hotel. It was holding a bunch of Muslim. They don't eat pork, honey. They don't eat bacon. It's disrespectful. I think. Listen, I get a lot of religions mixed up. I actually have studied so many religions. That's one of actually my strong suit. But I get a lot of them mixed up. I'm under the impression that they do not eat pork. So saying I love bacon, anybody that operates on feelings instead of facts is going to cry, "Oh, it's a racial slur. They're trying to antagonize us. They're doing this to offend our religion. It's a hate crime." You are correct. This is... I hate this world. I love bacon, but I hate this world. This is crazy. So the immigrants have more rights in the UK, just like here. Like, the immigrants have more rights than the citizens. And, you know, Tommy Robinson kind of warned everybody, you guys. They locked him up for it, you know. He's free now, but I just think that people need to wake up. Like, it's on our home front. It's on our home front. They did. They took his ass straight to jail for screaming. I'm doing okay. I'm making it. I'm making it. It's crazy. Then people don't eat pork. You're right. Do they eat pork in Islam, I wonder? What religions don't eat pork? I think it's quite a few. What religions don't eat pork? Judaism, Islam, some Christian denominations, such as the Seventh-day Adventist, and some Ethiopian Orthodox, and listen, they consider it unclean. The Quran explicitly prohibits the consumption of pork, which is referred to as forbidden. Why wouldn't Muhammad like bacon? Oh, what did this man have against bacon? Maybe it was expensive at the time, and he's like, "Don't eat it because nobody can afford it." I'm joking. I don't know. Bacon is amazing. Bacon is life, man. Imagine going to jail for showing support to bacon. Like, that's where we're at in this world. God. You can't support bacon. You can't support nobody. So yeah, Islam is the biggest one that I'm seeing. I don't like bacon. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, I saw that. Parts of Syria, they don't eat it. Oh, but they're so cute. Why would we want to eat them? In the Torah, pigs are listed among several animals that God forbids for human consumption because they are considered to be ritually unclean. This sentiment is echoed in the Quran. Accordingly, pork and pork-based products are forbidden in Judaism and Islam, as well as among some Christian denominations, as well as Jewish dietary laws. They adhere to Jewish dietary laws. Damn, I thought it'd be beef. In spite of the common religious stigma associated with pigs, pork remains the most consumed meat of any animal globally. With regard to Christianity, only certain sects that consider Jewish dietary laws to still be binding abstain from pork, including Hebrew roots, Messianic Jews, and the Seventh Day of Vengeance. I can't listen. I try so hard. Huh. The more you know. Is that what that means? I don't know about that. You sure about that, Brian? You sure about that? Oh, God, that's funny. Yeah, I guess I'll either end up famous or dead. We'll see. So exciting. Will she starve to death, or will she ever find stability? We'll see. So exciting. Oh, that's funny. You know, those trash can. Oh, God, here we go with this. Why is it always this couple shit that starts to pop off? That's a fake account. Oh, thank God. Because I was like, if this, I don't, y'all. Never mind. You can put whatever you want on those nachos. Whatever you want. Ground beef, chicken, ground pork, whatever you want to do. I put the nachos and the cooked meat and then my cheese on top and then my toppings and then a little bit of the sauce, whatever sauce you want to use. You could use like a sriracha. You could do like a, hell, get creative with it. Tortilla chips, chicken, onion, lettuce, tomato, and barbecue sauce. Chicken barbecue chicken, nachos. You know what I mean? Get creative with it. Buffalo chicken, cheddar cheese, celery, onions. Oh, that would be perfect. Oh, that would be so good. Tortilla chips, either grilled or breaded chicken cut up, and then buffalo sauce, lettuce, tomatoes, celery or onion. No, I'd want to do like celery and onions chopped up on top. Celery and onions, like you would get with buffalo sauce and buffalo wings. That would be really good. Or barbecue onions. Yeah, y'all know those pizzas that they got at the Walmart, and it's got, I think it's called, it's in a yellow box, California pizza or something. It's thin. It's a barbecue chicken pizza. It is so good. You could do something like that, but on those nachos. You can put whatever on there. You got to get creative. Hell, you could probably do some breakfast nachos with some scrambled eggs, some bacon, bits. Get creative. I'm telling you. California pizza, that's it. Yeah, they got a good barbecue chicken pizza. Really good barbecue chicken pizza. I don't know how good it is for you. Bluefin tuna. Maybe on nachos. I don't know about fish on nachos. I don't know if I can do that. I'll do some fish tacos, but I don't know about fish nachos. We might have to cross that bridge one day. I don't know. I do love some nachos. Yeah, those California pizzas are good. They're really good. Oh, God, y'all, I'm about to run. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get groceries. I wanted to put on makeup. Let's see how that looks. It actually came out good, but it is a little dark.
I wish I had better makeup. I don't. My eye looks good, though. Oh, look. Already got something right there. You can't tell. It'll be fine. I hope y'all have a good afternoon, and we're going to eat later. And hopefully maybe tomorrow or day after, maybe this weekend, I can finally train. I hope so. My hand still hurts. I think I need to, like, let it heal before I get back out there. Oh, thank you, Miss GT. I hope you have a good afternoon. You too, dearie. Y'all be safe, and we'll talk soon. We'll talk soon. Maybe we'll have a meal this afternoon, or I might just eat leftovers. I don't know. Y'all be safe, and pray for me. God knows I need it, and I'm praying for you guys. Bye, y'all. God, this chair.